Welcome to About Time, a Doctor Who podcast. Today, we're watching Torchwood, and quite frankly, it's about time. Hello.
This episode is sponsored by Stella Walkthroughs.
Oh, yeah.
It's not really, but if you listen, Stella, hello.
Now I've got to explain that for anyone which is 99% of people won't know what that is. But yeah, if you're a fan of the Tomb Raider games, of which 4, 5 and 6 have just been released as a remastered version on the Switch and all that, and I've been playing it, you will know that Stella is a lovely person who has provided very detailed walkthroughs of every single Tomb Raider game ever. And so, because they're quite hard and some of the puzzles are quite challenging and stuff. Yeah. We were saying this when I was playing it, and you said, oh God, games baby you these days. Like, if this was a modern game and you'd been wandering around for 5 minutes not doing anything, she'd say, like, oh, well, perhaps if I do this will happen.
Yeah, I know. Like, let's take Zelda, for example.
Yeah.
You have Navi.
Okay.
Who, like, tells you, like, over here.
Yeah.
Diddly-loo.
But I think that's better. It's also like the newest Crash Bandicoot. They don't... You don't have lives. You just because
you can play it like that.
You can play it in classic mode, but I think games, because it's just frustrating, and at the end of the day, it's meant to be enjoyable.
Yes, I agree, but there's something about a game where when you work out yourself.
Yeah, no, I do understand that. Yeah,
it's like great. So I am a massive Tomb Raider fan as well.
Yeah,
I remember getting the PlayStation. I remember getting Tomb Raider 3 for it.
Was that the first?
Because we didn't get a PlayStation when it first came out.
No.
We got a PlayStation quite late. And I remember Sam playing it and me and Sam playing it and not being very good at it. And
they are hard games.
I thought her name was Tomb Raider. Like, I didn't know that her name was Lara Croft for such a long time. I thought her name was Tomb Raider.
Okay. Well, you were a bit thick then, weren't you?
What a madam.
I'm only joking.
No, you're not. You're being rude.
I'm half joking.
And anywho, so basically, I will say I'm much better at the newer games than the older games.
Yeah.
Because Stephen was playing the new...
they know this. We've told them already.
Well, I'm telling the story again.
God.
Because I want to celebrate my success.
Yeah.
So Stephen was playing it, and he just can't aim.
Well, there's a lot to think about and a lot of buttons, and I just... get flustered.
No, you're too used to this, where
automatic aiming.
It just takes target for you.
Yeah, which is good. Anyhow, so I remember as a child, my mum liked the PlayStation as well, and we had games that I played like Crash Bandicoot, and she would also enjoy playing those. Yeah. And then she got Tomb Raider for herself because it was marketed. It's supposed to be an adult game, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say
like 18 plus, I think.
No, it's not 18
or 15 or something.
It's not adult. In the terms that it's got a certificate, age certificate. It's adult in the terms of its theming. It's not got an age, but like how it looks.
Well, the way she looks and her Boobettes. But also the use of guns and
so but it would never.
But so my mum got those games for herself, but then I think she used to get stuck on them, and then she used to ask me to come help her. And we used to play them together.
No. And
I think I've told this on the podcast before, but we both used to scream silly at the T-Rex coming around the corner.
Oh my God. I was reading, and all I heard was like this massive shout from Stephen, and literally, Stephen's like not less than a metre away. And he yelled, and it made me I didn't shit myself, obviously.
Not literally.
No, I didn't shart. But yeah, no, I literally was like, fucking hell, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm very jumpy.
You are.
Anyway, so that's fun. I'm glad I didn't even know it was coming out. It's a year after the first set of games got remastered. And then I suddenly found out about it like a few days before. And I was looking for something to play, and there you go.
Yeah.
Anything else to update listeners on? We went looking at sofas yesterday.
Oh yeah, we found one we liked. The one I liked online was fucking ugly in person.
It's a bit like when you met me online and then you met me in person.
No! But other than that, we've got episode boring and episode slightly less boring.
Which one was which?
Episode boring was number boring.
The first one?
Yeah.
And then this was that. Well, I thought the categories of life was quite a good one. So a couple of episodes ago, you said that these people who are quote unquote dead are a new subcategory of human.
Yeah.
And I told you to hold on to that thought.
Yeah.
Because then the government introduced this.
The government didn't introduce it.
Who did?
The little seeds of Vicorp.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. But it's introduced by the government on a practical level.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've introduced these 3 categories. Category 3 is you're normal and living. Category 1, you have no brain function, so you're effectively dead but living. And category 2 is people in between.
So seriously injured people.
I guess so.
But still conscious.
Yeah. So people like, I'm guessing category 2 is people like Oswald and...
This is what I don't understand.
Rex.
I do feel like there is like some real big continuity problems in this series. Because let's think about it this way. Category 1 is not conscious, yeah? No brain function. Dead. Their eyes aren't open. They're not doing anything.
So
the man who was exploded looked at us.
So how could he do that?
With his decapitated body. Yeah. I just think no. Great concept, but like it is overcooked. The pudding is burnt.
And if you have someone who's got no brain function, their heart is not beating, they're not breathing, how can you say they're still alive?
That's what I don't get. It's because we've gone to this, like, no one dies, and now people are dying again. I just don't get it. Like, Rex should have died, but they saved him. He was lucky because he happened right at the time it switched.
Yeah.
And so they still had the whole, if you are emergency, blah, 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 and you're dying, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It was like this, yeah? But then they switched it, didn't they? Well, if you're not going to die, then... But then they do die. It's very confusing.
It is confusing. I don't quite get what category 1 means. Like, because you see all these people, like these that look like bodies, but we're told that they're still alive.
Yeah.
So I'm not really
the
sure
thing
what
is,
that means.
though, this is what I don't get. Like, I don't get it. The more I think about it, the more I get infuriated with that. This feels like a story that has had too many fingers in the pie.
It does, doesn't it? And I think it was probably done on the writer's room model, which is more of an American way. You know, Russell was over here when he was working on it. He was the head writer. Maybe not for Torchwood, but take Doctor Who for example. He's head writer, and he asks individual people to write episodes under his guidance. Whereas this feels more like writer's room, like everyone's in the room together, and they're sort of saying, "Oh, I think this, and I think this."
Yeah, it feels odd. Feels overbaked.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry, why are we 5 episodes in? Well, nearly 6.
Well, 6 now, yeah.
Why have we not found out who it is?
Because it's a very drawn out series.
At the end of episode 6, we have Gwen saying, lenses.
She didn't say that.
Well.
Someone said it to her.
And then, we've got your mother.
And your
We've
child.
got your husband. And we got Anne Wen.
And they want her to bring them Jack.
I'd do it.
You take Jack to them.
Yep.
Wonder what Jack would say.
Do you know why? He's lived a very much long time.
Yeah.
And he's had all the experiences that he could possibly have.
Yeah.
But my personal opinion is this. Anne Wen is a baby.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
And you killed your grandson.
But then how is he going to become the face of Bo?
They decapitate him.
So we've got these overflow camps.
Ugh.
Obvious World War II Holocaust imagery.
Yeah, but it's also like very much years and years imagery.
Well, yeah. But that's all. It's all linked to the same thing, isn't it?
This feels like this. Years and years feels like the non-supernatural version of this show.
Yeah, you did say, and I get it. I think Miracle Day, you could almost say Miracle Day walked so years and years could run. Even down to like the numbers ticking past at the beginning of each episode. It's like getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Like it's similar vibe. But yeah, these overflow camps for category 1s. And then they've got these modules that they spend that episode trying to work out what's going on in the modules. Yeah. And I don't know about you, but like, because obviously I've seen it before, but it just seems so obvious to me the whole time. Like, you know, Rex is in there and he's feeling the wall and saying it's like ceramic and it's like, what's going on? And it's like,
yeah,
obviously
they've made
it's a
3 easy bake ovens.
It's yeah. Obviously, they're furnaces, and they're going to.
And then you have the
burning them.
commercials like, "What have you made, darling? I've made human dust."
Ben, that's sick.
No, it's not. The series is sick.
Yeah. Did you hear that thing about that family that cremated the grandfather and then put the ashes into cookies and then took the cookies into school and gave them to the children?
That's weird.
And I don't think they told them. And
That's
then you
weird.
found out afterwards. That is so weird. I'm sure I read that. It was in the news like a few years ago.
I remember watching My Strange Addiction,
Okay.
and this lady literally eating her husband,
Ugh.
burnt husband.
Ugh.
Literally, I'm telling you, Stephen. Like, so she started eating ashes from her fire. Then her husband died. And then she kept on eating ashes. And then one day she wondered, I think she wondered what he tastes like. And she started, and then there's apparently in the episode said there's not much of him left.
Yeah. This is a jolly series for the topics that come up, isn't it? We finally got confirmation from Rex that he is healing.
He is healing! Not anymore, babes.
Oh, don't.
You've had a pen jabbed into your
Don't.
heart.
I can't watch that sort of thing. I get very squeamish about big wounds like that.
Yeah.
So
he spent all that time healing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, he's not fatal because he would then go into category 1. But no, he's not. He's still got a heartbeat. He's still got he's still cognitive. He's still everything.
What causes someone to go into category 1? I find it a bit hard to understand.
Fatal blow to main cognitive processor.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because they said you've got to go 45 steps up.
Oh yeah, the 45 Club. Anyone wanting to kill themselves or get as close to death as possible has got to jump from at least 45 floors.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I was thinking about this. So Stuart Owens,
Yes.
it's a bit of a slice of pizza. I'll take a slice out of.
Slice of pizza.
Yeah. But no, I liked him.
Spicy sausage.
I liked him
Yeah.
because he's suave. He's painted as like, oh, I'm trying to maybe cover up or whatever. No, he's trying to find out. And he reveals that whoever's doing this is very clever and has built a system where things just get lost.
Absolutely, yeah. But I didn't really like Stuart Owens. I mean, he's a CEO of like a massive company, and he wasn't very ethical about many things, but he wasn't behind the miracle. He doesn't know anything about it.
No. And then he was having relations with Janet.
Which made me laugh because there used to be a weevil called Janet.
A weevil?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I tell you what, this doesn't actually feel like that, Shay.
No, it doesn't feel like the same show anymore, does it?
No. Where's my aliens?
We've got to talk about... So I think Categories of Life is a really good episode because Vera joining the cause, and then she wants to infiltrate the camp, and she goes in pretending to be an inspector.
Yeah.
And then she meets Colin Maloney, who's running it, and that
you
character...
can tell he's going to kill her from the instant you meet him.
Yeah.
This misogynistic
Yeah.
pile of wet blankets.
And racist. We got one of his first lines to her was like, we're talking about the hot weather, and he goes, oh, I bet you deal with it better than me, don't you?
What a load of...
I love that when he says, he sees her walking ahead and he's like, oh, you're so skinny. I bet you'd snap easily. And she goes, I'm getting there, yeah. He is, yeah. But the actor does a very good job of making him slimy, disgusting, and the whole thing where you see him unravel once he's shot her and burnt her and everything, and you see him not really know what to do and get a bit... I think he does that really well as well.
I do think the actor did a very good job. I do think that I could tell that he was going to kill her instantly.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about him, I could tell.
Yeah, it's partly him, and it's partly also Vera, like, she's not used to this kind of work in terms of infiltration, and she wasn't treading carefully. You have to tread so carefully in that kind of thing, and she was letting her emotions...
Esther has just lost her identity because she didn't tread carefully.
Yeah, both of them are not used to it. Esther's an office person, isn't she?
Yeah.
And Vera's a doctor, and she's letting her emotions get in the way, and basically, quite rightly, she was outraged and horrified by what she was seeing. But I think when you're going in trying to gather information, you've got to try and keep it together.
Yeah, if she had kept it together, this is what I was saying to myself in my head, to Rex and Vera. I was saying, okay, yes, we get you outraged. We get that you're going to do this. don't tell the person
Yeah.
that you're going to do all this,
Yeah.
this, because they're just going to get defensive.
Yeah, as soon as she starts saying, you're going to go to prison and you're going to be tried for crimes against humanity, of course you're giving him a more reason to shoot you.
Yeah, and also, he is very much saying, like, he said in an episode, he said, I was in public housing.
Mm.
And then, what made you come over here? Oh my God, Rachel.
Oh yeah, she was fun.
Yeah, bitch, we're doing the same job.
Yeah. I like when Esther was like, we better go. And she's like, you're damn right, they don't pay overtime.
So Esther did that 24-hour day.
Oh my God, poor
with
Esther.
no pay.
Yeah.
So what happened to
Well, I don't
us?
think she was doing it for the pay, Ben. I think she was doing it for the cause. Why did she use her own name?
Because she's not used to it.
Yeah, because can't they see that she
But
was
now,
CIA and then they were after her?
so she's now going to have to change her name.
We also had the Miracle Rally in that episode.
Oh yeah, they were like, boo! And they were like, yay!
Yeah. Do you know what? That looked like really cheap use of like stock footage of a massive concert.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because they couldn't afford to obviously have that many extras. So kept cutting to random shots of like massive crowd in the dark.
And then you have those really bad actresses who go, Oswald Danes,
Yeah, you said they were bad. That girl was bad. But I think some American people are really like that. When they go a bit crazy and they want to get on TV and... You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah. Julie Kitcho.
yeah.
Julie Kitchen.
Kitzinger.
Julie Kitchen. Julie Kitchen, that's so funny.
Oh my God, can I just say, Ben made a joke to me this morning and I didn't laugh. And then he walked off down the stairs and I could just hear him going, "Oh, Ben, you're so funny sometimes."
Don't tell that. That's rude.
It was funny.
Yeah, Julie Kitcho.
Yes, what about her?
She's been noticed.
Oh yeah, Mystery Man, who was quite an attractive man. Yeah, so Mystery Man says Gilly is doing a good job and that she's been noticed.
Yeah.
And she doesn't seem to be perturbed that this Mystery Man has been watching her, or people have been watching her. She seems to like it. Like, oh.
She is.
What does she think?
I think she is actually a part of the alien.
Really?
Yeah. And I think, like, she's been told that you need to work out a way to get Oswald Danes or whoever the spokesperson is out there.
Yeah.
Because she's freelance. She's not tied to anybody.
No, she is. She's out for herself and herself only, really.
Yeah, but I do think she's part of the alien race.
So you keep saying aliens. You don't know for a fact that there are any aliens involved.
There fucking better be.
At this moment.
There fucking better be.
Why?
There fucking better be, Stephen.
Why?
There fucking better be.
Because
it's fucking Torchwood!
Yeah. I'm not saying whether there is or there isn't, but like,
I'm going to Google it in a minute.
No, please don't. You can still have science fiction without aliens. People have stopped dying. It's science fiction.
I disagree. Well, I agree and I disagree. In this show, no. It's got a foundation built on aliens.
One of the best episodes of Torchwood was Countryside, which had no aliens in it. That was just humans being cannibals.
Oh my God. No, I can't do that. I can't do that, Stephen.
I'm not saying that.
Stephen, I cannot do that. I will explode.
I'm not confirming one way or the other. I'm just throwing it out there.
He goes, I've recycled an idea. No. Get a grip.
Okay.
I want the aliens to come down from space and tell me that they're the ones behind the blessing. They're the ones behind the blessing.
A little teaser for you. If I remember the series correctly, the next episode is a good one. And
we find out!
All I'm saying is I think you will see an alien in the next episode.
Because there's aliens on Earth.
Well, of course there are. There always are in this show. So what was all that about this Shanghai construction site?
Have no idea. It was a dead end. It was just supposed to be, I think it's a little red herring.
But why did this man go and investigate and then kill himself?
Maybe they're mixing the dust of people and to make, like, a conglomerate person.
Ooh.
Or, like, they burn these people and their minds go into the hive mind.
Yeah.
They're all hive people.
Yeah.
Imagine if the core of the Earth is actually not liquid molten, it's actually an alien. And we're actually just, like, termites living on an alien.
Yeah, that would be a cool concept.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Just
Have
saying.
I hit the nail on the head?
Yeah, I can't comment one way or the other. Just saying. It's a cool concept. And, oh my God, Eve Miles is so good.
Eve Miles has come a long way. Eve Miles...
She's always been good.
She's always been good, but she's had not a very good character arc.
Yeah.
She was a slut in the first series.
Yeah, it doesn't mean she's not a good actress.
She was bouncing on Owen's penis. And I was very sure that she was going to get him. She was going to get her pregnant. Then he died and came back.
But I don't think, as far as we've seen on the show, she's never actually told Reese about that.
No, she hasn't.
So that's something in her past that, is probably haunting her.
I do believe that she loves Reese.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I do believe he is a very important part of her.
Yeah.
And he will fucking do anything for her.
I know.
Like, he will... He said to her, I am not a run-over man type man.
Yeah.
And to get her father out, he became a run-over man.
Well, he didn't run him over, but he crashed through the gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him. I love him. What's his name? Kai Owen. Kai Owen! Come on the podcast!
I did contact his agent, but no response.
Kai, do you need money? We can't offer much, but we can offer £10.
I think that's an insult, Ben.
We're fun gay people.
Yeah.
Do you need us
we'll make you feel
straight?
We'll make you feel adored. We'll worship you.
We'll
rub your feet.
This is almost a Kai Owen fan podcast because we love you and we think you're very attractive.
Yeah.
And if you want to make yourself feel good about yourself, come on a gay podcast because we'll celebrate you.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was going to say was...
He's still acting?
Yeah.
Not been anything else there, has he?
Not that you would watch or know, but...
Oh, is he more like... Has he gone to like... Oh, Broadchurch and Scooby-Doo Down the Rain and...
I don't know. I think he sticks to Welsh stuff, really, but...
Oh, I love Welsh stuff. I love Welsh men.
Yeah.
Welsh men have amazing accents.
They do.
And I just feel saddened every time that I have an awful accent.
You don't... What?
Out of all four accents of the British Isles,
Yeah.
the English accent is the most boring.
Well, there's many different English accents.
Okay, the Southern English accent is the most boring. I wouldn't mind if I was born in the North. I wouldn't mind if I was born in Yorkshire and sound like this, Yav. No, I can't do accent.
Yes, we know that. We've established that.
I would have Yorkshire, Devonshire, Cornwall, West Country. No, I was not born anywhere. I was born somewhere. I was born in the south part of the England Isles. And it gives me an awful accent.
What about my accent?
Same.
Oh, thanks.
It's boring.
Well, I'll do the rest of the podcast in a Welsh accent, shall I?
I love Welsh accents.
Anyway, what I was trying to say was that scene where Gwen was talking to Dr. Patel.
Oh.
And the doctor's just like, it's not my department and I don't make the rules. It's like, it's so Nazi Germany. Like, I'm just following orders.
Pushing the blame.
Absolutely.
Pass the baton.
That is how these things happen. And that is how, I mean, we're living through some dark times at the moment. And this is how these things go on.
Yeah.
And Eve Miles is just like, don't call yourself a doctor. Not anymore.
Good.
And that's like, good. Well said, Gwen. Yeah.
Well said, Gwenny.
Right, shall we move on?
We can't move on. Someone's burnt alive.
What, Vera?
Yeah.
I know. That is probably one of the most horrific moments in this.
I hated it.
Yeah.
Because the moment I said I liked Vera, she was killed.
Yeah, it's awful. You think, oh, great, she's joining the cause, she's joining the team. And then by the end of that episode, she's burnt alive. And Rex who has a connection with her, he has to stand outside and film it for evidence.
Yeah.
Like, it's
and
awful.
Like, thing is though, it was all, they were clearly starting on this adventure. Like, they were clearly starting on a romantic adventure together. They clearly cared for one another.
Yeah.
The way he said, this is my room.
Mm.
And she said, I know.
Mm.
And then she kissed him and then had sex with him again.
Mm.
But what did Rex say? I'll make him burn. I wonder if he did burn him.
Yeah, I don't know if he meant it literally.
Mm. Ralph was a weedy bucket, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, but then he came to the rescue later on. No,
Good.
so we haven't got to that yet. I was going to say the whole thing with, Maloney goes to talk to Rex while he's tied up.
When he gets the, what have I... But Rex doesn't get it. When he says, what have I got?
Yeah, I think that actor's so good when he's like, he just, his brain is sort of falling apart and he doesn't know, he's out of his depth completely. and he's just talking to himself. But what can I use? What have I got that I can use?
Yeah.
And and then Esther comes, and oh my God, she's so unsubtle.
She's not, like you say, saying.
She's not trained for this kind of thing.
And also, what I'm going to say to you is, where's your heart?
Well, people think it's to the very much to the left, but apparently it's a lot closer to the middle of your chest than you think it is.
Because it should be protected by the sternum, should it not?
So it's basically in the middle, but so slightly to the left.
Okay, so what side is his injury on? The left.
His heart side.
So he had that pain was going in his heart.
Well, no, I don't know.
But the thing is though, this whole section here has no bone.
Mm.
I've realised this. Like he has a massive hole in his rib cage.
Well, yeah, because the fucking pole went through him.
Yeah, he's healing, but that's painful.
Oh yeah,
because they are going to try and fuse together slowly over time.
Yeah.
But that gap. Monica.
Oh,
Ring her.
Dr. Monica. What are we asking her?
Can you ask Monica? This is Stephen's friend. She's a doctor. We love Monica.
She's been on the podcast.
She'd be Oh, Monica is a co-host then.
Yeah, she was on the Devil's Cord episode.
Anywho, Monica, I need to know.
Yes. What are you asking?
If a bone has, how much gap does there need to be before a bone will stop fusing together? So, like, if you do a little millimetre, like a hairline fracture, heal. A few millimetres, we heal. Yeah? If it's like this, the size of a pole...
Yeah. My assumption about the bone thing is, like, every bone has a...
Memory?
No, it has a shape that it's meant to be. It's meant to be a certain shape and size. And if you've got a massive gap because part of it's been destroyed, that bone is going to try and grow back into the shape it's supposed to be.
Can we ask Monica this?
I will.
Because Stephen's not a doctor.
No.
Though you're smart enough to be.
I'm not smart enough to be a doctor.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Stephen needs to realise that he's a very smart person. Oh my God, we did not tell the podcast!
What?
What are you lacking, Stephen?
Oh, I was waiting to say this. Okay, so I went to the doctors, I had a blood test, and I got the results. And it's official. I need more D. I've been officially diagnosed. I need more D in my life.
You're lacking D?
Yeah, that's vitamin D, but yeah. I've been waiting to make that joke and I forgot to make it.
And it's the vitamin that you get from the sun.
Yes, I know. I'm a vampire.
This is the problem. Like, the thing is, though, you shouldn't be that bad because you do duties, do you not?
Yeah, but we're not getting much sun in this country at the moment.
No.
It's very common to be deficient in vitamin D. I think probably the majority of the population is.
Oh, should I get some vitamin D?
Yeah, it can't hurt. Can't hurt to get some D in you.
Well, if it's big, it will hurt.
Well, where were we? So Esther is fighting with Maloney.
Yeah, and then she strangles him.
Yeah, and she believes she's killed him, but then it turns out that he is still conscious.
She knocked him out.
Yeah.
She didn't kill him. She didn't hold on long enough.
But she thought she had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is traumatising.
Yeah, 100%. But then, then he's killing her. He's strangling her. And then who comes to the rescue?
Ralph.
Ralphie boy.
Do you remember Rotten Ralph?
No.
The cat?
No.
It was a TV show.
It doesn't ring a bell for me
I loved it.
When I hear Ralph, I just think of Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons.
Well, Ralph in there is a bit
I'm
like
in
Ralph.
danger.
So Ralph is just now going to get away with... Because no one knows that he was a part of this.
Yeah, but thank God he got rid of that awful man.
The thing is, though, he's only been shot on the side, so he's going to heal just like... Well, he's going to bleed out.
Yeah, but then the authorities were shutting it down, weren't they? Because there's going to be an investigation into the death of Vera. So Ralph might be punished for shooting the man, but at least he stopped the situation.
Yeah.
Because he was, 3 people he was going to have killed? That awful man?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you make of this talk of the blessing?
It's an alien.
People say we found the blessing, or Stuart Owens from Firecore said that it was something to do with the blessing, something to do with the miracle.
So then we've gone from the morphic field.
Oh, yeah.
Then to something else. Now to the blessing. Like, none of them are giving really good explanation of what's happening.
Not yet.
So Gwen's got to go all the way back to the UK.
Why?
Because they have their husband.
Yeah, but all she's got to do is bring Jack to whoever's wants Jack.
Oh, they didn't want her dad then. No, he's past it. Who's looking after her dad?
No idea.
He just like wakes up in the back of the lorry. Hello.
I guess we'll find that out in the next episode. But yeah, also she blew up that camp.
Was anybody in it?
Well, probably, yes. Which makes me think, like, she wouldn't have done that if her dad was still in it.
Yeah. But I also think to myself, she must have been very strategic of where everything is.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that actually, no, she destroyed the modules. She didn't destroy the camp.
Okay, she destroyed the...
That's what I thought it was.
The burning chambers. Yeah. The furnaces. And so, yeah. So we're now more than halfway through. Thank God.
Thank the Lord.
It is dragging a little bit.
It is.
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember the ins and outs of this series that well, but I do know next episode is a good one and quite a different one.
It's episode 7, so it's got to be a twist. That's where he's come in, like, because this is the point where he puts his twist now.
So we've got 4 episodes left to wrap it up.
Now, don't add anything new now, Russ.
Yeah.
Let's work through what you've set up.
Well, yeah, wait and see is all I can say to that. But yeah, that's those 2 episodes.
Oh, I'm going to say this. Stephen had a message from someone saying like they didn't make it through this.
When they watched it before, yeah, they couldn't finish it.
I will be honest, if we were just watching it
without the podcast, you would definitely not be doing it.
I would have stopped by now and Stephen would have carried on his own. Yeah. Stephen's a completist. I'm a DMFer. Did not finish.
I don't think you'd have got past episode 1. But that's to your detriment with a lot of things, because a lot of things you watch episode 1 of something and you think, oh, this is shit. Then by the time you get to the end, you're like, oh, actually, this is really good. So I think you need to not be so quick to judge sometimes. But yeah, that brings us to the end. Just one thing to do before we finish. Patreon, 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 shout-outs. Patreon, 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 shout-outs. We are, as ever, extremely grateful for the support of our loyal patrons, who currently are Louisa, Philip, Northerly, Jason, Tom, Louis, Michael, Verna, Heather, Benny, Caleb, Dr. Monica, Amber, Jess, Kaylee, Jay, Owen, Natalie, Imogen, Sarah, Aaron, Jake, Janie,
just Janie,
Elijah, Tony, Nat, Leah, Lewis, and Lucy. Lovely. So you get treated to a brand new vocal performance by Ben every time.
Indeed.
Well, thank you for listening. We will be back next week for the next 2 episodes of Miracle Day. Don't forget to set your calendars for Saturday the 22nd of March, 7 p.m. UK time, where I'm sure you're sick of hearing me remind you, but I'm going to keep saying it anyway. We will be doing our live episode. Very exciting. If you're wondering why I'm doing it on the 22nd and not the 26th, which is the actual anniversary of Rose, that's because, A, I didn't want to do it on a weeknight.
Because I would have complained.
Yes. And B, we're going to do the live episode on the Saturday, but then it's going to go out for those who couldn't listen to it live. It's going to go out as a regular episode on the Wednesday, which is the 26th. So there is a method to my madness.
And we've got some new sections coming up.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to have jingles
for this live thing, are you?
Yeah.
How are we going to do that?
Make it work, babes.
Anywho, so looking forward to that. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Stay cool. Stay safe. Stay fantastic.